a trip, let me tell you. Does that make me stupid? I don't know. Oh my god. So much silly, goofy romance. I read these books when my mind is turned off. Wait, what? I don't really know what this video is going to turn into, but I need to tell you guys about Deep End by Ali Hazelwood and a couple of other books that I've read. But this one in particular, this is my second 5-star of the year. I just finished it this morning. It took me maybe 48 hours to finish. How can Ali Hazelwood do no wrong? Do you know what I'm saying? I understand why this is her favorite work to date, because this is my favorite work of hers to date. I will probably reread this very soon just to feel something, but holy fuck did I enjoy this book, and I implore you to read it. I would die for Lucas. Scarlett feels like anxiety embodied, which I completely relate to, but their relationship is so originally twisted and then just so Lucas being an entire pookie wookie in the best way. And I think everyone needs to read this. If you don't like smut, absolutely do not read it. Absolutely do not go 10 feet near this book. But if you do, and you want a man who is just in love and obsessed, oh my god, this book is so fucking good. It's so good. It's so good. Please just read it. And I have also finished the Love Light Farm series, whatever that series is called by BK Borison. I read, is it Mixed Signals? The one with Layla, and I can't remember the man's name, but she's the baker in the Love Light Farms, like the first book. I listened to the entire series. The first one, I gave a 3.5. The one with Beckett, I gave a 3. The one with Charlie or Charles, I gave a 4. And then Mixed Signals with Layla, I gave a 5. It was just such an easy bunch of books to read, and everyone was so lovable. And I absolutely adored Mixed Signals. That was my first 5-star of the year, actually, because it was just so nice. It was so good. I read the entire, which feels like a lifetime ago, but I read the entire Off to the Races series by Elsie Silver at the start of this year. Did not even remotely compare. Did not even remotely compare. That one was very like, there were a few age gappy type romances and I wasn't really into it. I don't really know. But I've just been eating so good recently, and I implore you, please pick up Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I also want to read more Chrisley Cole, is that her name? I haven't read any more Ruby Dixon. I guess this is just like my first sort of vlog in 2025, which is insane to say because this is probably going to come out sometime in February. And it is February 8th, and this came out like on my birthday or the day after my birthday. I don't know.
Simple minds. I guess we'll take it one by one, baby, one by one. Just different. I'm already lost, yeah. Baby, I do. I miss you too many nights. I miss your colorful lights. I think
we need to put this bad boy away, right? Here. Perfect. You can't see, I'm just moving trinkets, but I need to actually put these in here, and as you can tell, there's no room. I've been putting this off for far longer than I needed to because I can't be bothered. I'm thinking I'm just... Jesus. For some reason I just put these here because I didn't really have another place to put them. Film camera my partner got me for my birthday. I ordered this before I read it. I just need to preface this because if you've watched any of my videos, you know how I feel about this series in particular, and I completely forgot that I ordered it until I got the delivery pending notification. Because I paid for it, like, was it middle of last year that they were announced, the special editions? And I don't remember things well, so it was a surprise for everyone when this showed up, actually. But that's okay. I really like the black though, I won't lie. I just really like the... I wonder if I can get the is there a copy of the fourth wing, like squiggly line situation? I'm curious. I've just noticed that they connect. Does that make me stupid? I don't know. I don't know how I want to do this. God. Will that fit? Oh, it's gonna be a bit tight. What does it look like to you guys? Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, yeah, right. I know I have another bookend, but...
Where doth art thou bookend?
I can see one, but that needs to stay there. This is not going as intended. Also, did everyone see the new... Is it The Wicked King? They brought out another version of the black, like all black felt of the second book. What is that? Oh, that is wet. Apparently I dropped my eye masks on the floor, that's fine. Oh, I also have another copy of Onyx Storm that I'm probably gonna put in a free library because my paperback by post took forever to come, obviously because I ordered them both online. And then I got impatient, so I bought another one, and then I just did not have it in me to go in store and return this one, so well, I need to do that. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. It's right here. Ah! Oh, I didn't know that these were glow in the dark. There you go. I'm currently reading the second book, so that's why there's like a weird space there. I'm pretty content with that. Oh, I don't know where to put these. Although I did get... This is exciting because it's very pretty. The book is trash, but the book is pretty. Pretty trash. How I self-identify. That definitely looks stupid, but I don't really have another place for them and I don't want to ruin them. Amazing. I guess he's just gonna chill there until he knocks something over. I thought I would do a really quick recap of what I read in January and February. I think it's, I don't know when I'm going to upload this, whether or not it's the beginning of March or the end of Feb, but no. I was actually talking to Emma of Observing Emma about how we've been reading. I don't want to generalize and say how people have been reading. I don't know what's in the air, but it's clearly romance because that's all I've read this year, except for The Vegetarian by Han Kang, which was a trip, let me tell you. 5 stars in the best way, but I didn't know that these were all originally little novellas that were just put into one book. But the way that she writes, and not even like you're following the lead, but you're not following the lead in terms of perspective. And then the ending, if you're into, I don't know if I would call it weird, but it's very weird. Yeah, no, it's very weird. I really enjoyed it. I think give it a read. That's that on that. Other than that, I have been reading just so much silly, goofy romance. I read the entire Off to the Races series within the first week of January. Look, I can't recommend it because it was like reading the silliest, goofiest Wattpad series, and that was why I flew through it. I also didn't really like the relationships very much in that series. I know it was her first one, so that was why I didn't judge it too harshly, I guess, but my camera's gonna die. I think you can find better. But again, I think it is her first series. I don't know. The relationships to me were just it just wasn't for me. I read the fourth one first by accident because I thought that was the first one, even though it's the Off to the Races series. Don't ask. I'm going to feign ignorance. And I mean, you can read them all like individually. It didn't change anything for me. In fact, it made me more confused because some of the characters are like pitted to be these evil people and then like it just goes away. Whatever. I then read the entire Love Light Farm series. I recommend it, and that is all I can say. It's about a Christmas tree farm, but it's also not set in Christmas because of the issues she's facing at the time of the year. So it's not really a Christmas book, but obviously Christmas themed, and it is currently summer in Australia. I then read Rain Me In by Kayla Gross, and I gave that 2 stars. It was fine until I got to the very end, and I was just like, it turned out being one of those things where the chick went through trauma, refused to get therapy, and then like a boy changed it all for her, which I'm not a terribly huge fan of. You should be doing that without the influence of a man. Anywho, apparently I finished one of the Zodiac Academy books. I don't know if that's accurate, but I'm up to book 6 in that series, and I genuinely don't understand how I'm that far in that series. What else have I been reading? In terms of physical books, not a lot. I'm actually currently listening to a lot of books. I'm listening to What Lurks Between the Fates by Harper L. Woods. It's the 3rd book in the series. I don't know how many books there are in the series. I read these books when my mind is turned off, if that gives you any frame of reference for whether or not you want to read the book. I can't obviously give too much away because it's the 3rd book in a series, but I digress. I'm also listening to Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm only 34% of the way in, but it's enjoyable. Considering the last Cassandra Clare book I read, and well, first and only actually, was Swordcatcher. Holy fuck. I'm also listening to Forbidden King by Laura Pavlov. Again, it's like the 3rd book in the series. I haven't read any of the others. All I know is it's like small town, brother's best friend, best friend's little sister. Like the dude is best friends with the brother, and the dude has feelings for the little sister of the best friend. Does that make? Anyway, that's that trope. It's a bit stupid, but I'm listening to it. Oh man, I don't listen to anything of taste, but that's fine. House of Sky and Breath Part 1, because I haven't read that book at all, nor have I read the 3rd book. I'm just going to be chatting for 2 seconds. I haven't shut the fuck up about Japan. I was literally still planning some of it last night. I have also convinced myself that I want to go back to Bali next year. I have not been to Bali since like 2017. It's been almost 10 years. Signed up for a half marathon. That's kind of insane. I've been on not a health kick, but I've just been, I don't know if this might be triggering if I talk about food, but I won't go too much into it, but just tracking calories and things like that. I've lost a couple kilos, so I've been training. I ran 7Ks this morning. It has just been a slog. I feel like I'm just constantly in the gym, and every time I want to pick up the camera, my hair is like sweaty and gross, and I'm like, nobody wants to see that. Nobody cares about what I have to say when I look like an absolute derelict piece of shit. If you want to see any Japan content, you're really not going to have an option. I'm actually just going to force that on you. In terms of reading and stuff, it's just been romance, and The Vegetarian by Han Kang. Onyx Storm, I guess, doesn't really count, does it? Did I even put that in my... I cannot, for the life of me, keep up with my Goodreads. It's a problem. I didn't really have much else to add to this video, to be honest. I actually got somebody to start reading A Curse for True Love. No, Once Upon a Broken Heart, and she was enjoying it. And it felt like I don't know. It felt like seeing a newborn kitten just starting to crawl or something. I don't really know, but it was the highlight of my day yesterday at work. Oh, I was also listening to Not Mile High, The Right Move. I don't know, everyone said to skip Mile High, but I feel like I kind of want to read Mile High because ice hockey sounds interesting to me. I'm not a huge basketball fan, which is what the second book is about, and the guy's kind of a dick, and then it just immediately switches up. Anyway, that's a whole thing. And the female narrator trying to do the male's voice is just so laughably funny, but in the worst way. Like, it's not tee hee ha ha. The way that she's trying to mimic this male voice is just, it causes me grief. Anyway, half marathon, Japan, buying house, hopefully not accumulating too many more books, spending all of my money in Japan, probably no house, walking most of 21.1 kilometer race. No, I'm just kidding. If you stuck it out until the end, congrats. That was a feat in itself. Is there a dragon emoji? Is there a storm? Maybe we'll do the storm cloud emoji if you wanna chuck that in there. But again, I have my eye on you, Rebecca Yarros. I have no expectations for the fourth book, and I'm beginning to sweat and I can feel it rolling down my back, so I'm gonna let you go and I'll catch you in the next video, whenever the fuck that is. Bye!